Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to First Touch here. It is Wednesday, February 3rd. We are back with another episode. I don't know. You all right there? You good, Tyler?
Yeah, I was ready to talk.
Oh, well, okay. Yeah, we're about to do a lot of talking, fortunately for us. We got a whole little segment planned out for you guys today. It's been a very busy day, at least in terms of like a lot of stuff going on in the scene. But how are you guys doing today? What's been going on?
Been chilling, busy trying to pack everything up to move to Texas.
Yeah, when are you moving?
Friday I take off.
Oh, snap.
You flying?
Nah, bro, I'm driving.
Oh.
24 hours, man.
All right, well, taking off. I don't think was the right word usage.
What should I say? What should I say, T-Rex?
Packing up and then leaving.
That's lame, bro. You got.
I understood that. I was while you were showing off your music, Demar. I was telling Raul he looked like a young Michael Jackson. That's why you see those photos and content.
Bro, I don't see it at all.
He got the curly hair,
bro. What the hair? This man said the hair, bro. Nah.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see.
You see it? Nah, don't capture
I
me.
didn't say I saw it. I said we'll see. I said we'll see. I'm gonna let everybody else try to figure out what your hair look like.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, your hair is
like a 20-year-old Michael Jackson, guys. If y'all in chat.
You should be the last one to talk about anybody's hair, though, Tyler.
Man, I throw on a hat and a hoodie.
Yeah, exactly. A hat and a hoodie on. Like, Bryn face forward. This time, look, he didn't even want a wrist show on the hairline. That's why it's not on backwards. He is set up. Okay,
hey, bro. Why they coming at him?
Not they, just Demar.
It's really just me. But let's talk about it. Today has been, kind of a more interesting day in terms of
Demar.
Yeah.
The CCA event happening right now. So, like, we got to touch on it later, or like we just want to touch on it now?
I mean, if you want to, we could talk about it now. I mean, for some people don't even know what event are you even talking about for one.
This college carball winter classic, collegiate rock league. I know a lot of people don't really care about that. As a former college player, I like it.
Yeah. Okay. So what do you like about it specifically?
What do I like about collegiate rocket league?
No, not collegiate rocket league, but this particular event. Is there anything that's like special?
Oh, I like how they used the winter maps.
Is it like is every map played on like a winter map?
I don't believe so. I think they use all three, but you'd have to ask like Tristan. Tristan played it.
I know. My favorite one is the one that's on Utopia. It's just like a little bit darker.
Yeah, Utopia snowy.
Yeah.
And then Manfred snowy, and right now they're playing DFH snowy. I didn't know what we were gonna do when we talked about it. But I didn't know if like you wanted to get a prediction or something like that for yourself, and me. I didn't know like how it was gonna go.
Yeah, because Raul definitely ain't watching that.
Raul doesn't know nothing about no collegiate, so
that's facts.
I didn't want to like wait like halfway through and the tournament almost be over.
Well, we could talk about it first here since it is going on. I think guys, it's going on the College Carball channel if you guys want to like have that up on the side. But yeah,
on the side.
Yeah, on the side. Don't
click out.
Right, don't click out. Don't click out. I think there was an upset that ended up happening. I know Tristan is watching right now, but I think his team got upset or is out of the tournament in day 2.
That amazes me.
Why does it amaze you? I mean, honestly, it is a big upset, right? Akron's supposed to be, the best team in there besides like Northwood.
That's like the only team I know, so kind of expecting them to win everything.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened. I wasn't really watching. I don't know. Collegiate Rock League really don't be having that parity no more, so seeing Akron, I didn't know, it was a little strange to me. But
yeah, I mean, next season is going to be really different. With you gone, I think Fire's gone now.
Banned.
Oh yeah, banned.
He's banned. He's not just gone. He's banned.
Fire out. And now Akron just not looking on form anymore. It's gonna be interesting to see how things look. But I'd say everyone kind of keep your eyes in on some of the new faces we'll end up seeing here on during this like next Winter Classic for the CCA. Seeing how all that like boils down and what comes out on it. But yeah, I think that we'll see what Akron can do. I didn't know if you really wanted to go like crazy on Akron.
No.
Okay, yeah,
It's
yeah,
just a tournament. They lost this time,
yeah,
or they didn't
yeah.
make day two. It happens.
Yeah, it's a result. It's a result. But I feel like we got a lot of time. Maybe Akron aren't. Maybe they're treating it like how some teams treat the grid. Maybe it's just practice to them.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Sheesh.
But looking at news today, the Psyonix announced the Gridiron mode, or not the mode, but the event that's going on around it. I want to get the exact name right. It is called, what is it? Gridiron Games. It'll start at 12 p.m. Pacific time tomorrow, and it should go all the way into the winter major for Oceania. Oceania major is this weekend. So for those of you who, haven't been paying attention to OCE and you want to, now would be kind of a good time to watch, because I think that we'll end up, I suggest actually for you guys too to like watch that, the OCE major. I feel like when we talk about OCE a lot, like we're not necessarily too on the pulse, and I think that if there's any time to watch, it's right now. This is a very big major for a lot of these teams. It could shake the standings up immensely, and seeing that there's only going to be 2 spots for OCE and Worlds, like you really want to see how that region's going. It's so much more cutthroat when there's only like so much less spots. But I wanted to again just kind of hit on the Gridiron Games mode, because your boy's a little bit involved in that one. You know what I mean? So they're doing this thing with the Super Bowl coming up this weekend again on Friday, where they're gonna have the Gridiron Games. It's gonna be 4 teams of 4. Captains will draft teams on stream. Then they're gonna do a round robin best of 3 group stage, and then the top 2 teams will play in a best of 5 Gridiron Bowl. The people who win, the winners, will earn an in-game title that says Gridiron Games Champion. So that's
DeMar said he trying to win a title.
So instead of actually casting, the hosts for this one are going to be Athena, John Sandman, and Orb. The captains are going to be Chelsea, Johnny Boy, Sis, and myself. And then the people who are playing are going to be Arsenal, Forky, Garrett, King Randy, Nito, Phantom Ace, Reddles, Rizzo, Sunless Khan, Turbo, Turtle, and Widow. So it's a lot. I've been already trying to figure out what I'm gonna do for my draft pick yet. I don't necessarily know. Actually, I probably shouldn't say it on stream either.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't.
Yeah.
They gonna.
Yeah.
Wait, what pick you got?
Someone gonna be watching.
I don't know. I don't know what pick I have yet either. Which is like, I think I'll find out tomorrow.
You guys get a blue tag for that?
I don't know if it's blue. It might not even be blue. It might be yellow, but I get a tag.
Sheesh. Oh, that's pretty elite.
Does that mean they're gonna keep like this game mode up?
I don't know. But they're
like if they
definitely going
just
all out, right?
Yeah, if they just hand out a tag and then delete the game mode, I don't know what that. They just gonna make other game modes and then.
Have you 2 played it?
I have not tried it yet. Is it fun?
I'd say try it. The mechanics are much different. It's like, how when you play, have you ever played Spike Rush or like use the spikes in Rumble and you like grab it? So like when you touch the ball automatically goes to the top of the car and it's like transparent. So it's like football too, where if you drive the ball into the net, you get 7 points, but if you shoot it, then you get 3.
So wait, in like the goalpost or something?
Well, the net, no, it's just like a regular Rocket League net. The net's a regular Rocket League net. But you can't go off the ceiling, because like then the map is split so that you can only go like halfway up the wall, and then the ball will just fall off your car. It says it's out of bounds. It's like, well, I think it's like contact. I don't think contact demos are on, but regular demos are on. Yeah, it's regular demos on. Like I said, it's just like Spike Rush. So when you touch the ball, you lose all your boost. And if you dodge, then that's how you like pass or shoot the ball. Yeah, that's how you like push the ball into the air when you dodge. You get a single jump, but that's it.
So you played it, is what you're saying?
Oh yeah, I've played it. I mean,
he's trying to grind, bro. He's trying to get that title, man.
Yeah, of course.
He said that's practice.
It's tough. I'm not gonna lie, it's tough. It's a lot going on because it's 4v4, and then you're trying to get the ball downfield, trying to maximize the points. Somebody found a cool, like if you like get a lot of momentum and then do a backwards flick, then it just like launches the ball downfield. I have to figure that one out.
They
But
they already find the mechanics for this game
yeah,
mode.
yeah, like people are trying hard for it. So I mean, I'm keeping my eye on, I'm watching a lot of these other streamers play because I want to see, who am I gonna draft? Who's been really grinding? But
How
yeah,
much
Oh my
time?
gosh, you doing recruiting?
I got to. I want that title. Okay.
How much time in between like the draft and the tourney? Like how much time is there in between it?
I don't think
So
it's
that
that
you guys get
much.
like practice?
I don't think
You
it's
got
that
it.
much. I think we like
Oh
go in.
snap.
Yeah. Because like again, it's like time sensitive because I think of OCE Major.
This is streamed on Rocket League.
Yeah, it's gonna be on the Rocket League channel. I think.
That's interesting.
Oh no! So it is, but I think we're also going to be like streaming too. Like I think I'm
On your own
streaming.
perspective.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think I'm streaming my portion of it. So like the host will be on the Rocket League channel, but then I think we all stream too.
So
So
like the grade.
yeah. But I mean, well, you guys haven't really played the mode, but I think a lot of people like it. The question is, we've gotten a lot of new modes recently. How do you guys feel about like the addition of Gridiron and the addition to like the Rocket Labs coming back and we're getting like all this new stuff?
You want to talk, T-Base? Me? All right. I think it's a good idea to keep like the game fresh especially for the casual players, bringing these new game modes, and I mean even for the non-casual players, the players that have been playing for a while, it gets them a new perspective, gets them something that's not the same thing over and over again, something new into the game, something unique, and they're doing something with it now. So I mean, you getting a title out of it now. So
Yeah, right.
I mean, the little like games they got going for y'all is a neat little touch. Usually they just add something without like trying to back it for the most part. But like that's pretty cool. So it helps out people like you Demar with that prestige and that cachet. Um I know I never touched like anything they ever put out. I just like playing Rocket League, the base game itself. If they had like a volleyball, maybe I'd play. But other than that, I don't really think about any of those game moves. Like they added the Rocket Labs, and I don't know. I'm not really big on it.
Well,
And I might be in like the minority. I think personally that it might even be like a waste of energy and resources. They could put that towards something else that could further the game. I don't know how Rocket
okay.
Labs helps anything.
Okay, so my point on that is, have you played? Well, I kind of know the answer to this. I don't. Have you at least watched gameplay of Let the Mirrors maps that he does with Rocket League and like the most that he makes out of them?
I've watched like on YouTube.
Yeah, or like anywhere.
Yeah. Mhm.
Because what we did for Beyond the Summit for the Rocket League Summit 2 is they ended up having us download. We played Tetherball, and then we played this Capture the Flag mode, which was like, it's kind of like the football mode, to be honest, where you have spikes and stuff, and there's an out of bounds area if it goes off the wall and stuff like that. That was a lot of fun. And it was just something completely different. Although we like playing Rocket League a lot, I think it's really refreshing to have something that you can just play with people. Like, I don't know, when you have like 4,000 to 5,000 hours in a game, sometimes you forget how to have fun. You know what I mean? Like you, and I don't mean that in like a wrong way, but like I mean like now us having fun in Rocket League is scoring like a double tap or getting like a flip reset double or something like that. You know what I mean? Like
going for something mechanical.
right, or like beating somebody in ranked or something like that. So it's more, we have fun because of the competitive aspect of Rocket League. But when I'm playing like Tetherball and I don't know what is going on and everybody else doesn't know what is going on and we're trying to like figure stuff out, or if we're playing Capture the Flag and it's just some like, it's like a game. Like it actually is like, you're playing a game and it's just like having fun. I feel like for me, that was so much more refreshing when I played those for the first time. Cause I'm like, oh, this is actually, wow, this is kind of cool. You know what I mean? So I
think,
don't know.
I think I played, there was a night that I played like it was a mini game or mini golf game with like 8 people. It was like 4v4. Yeah, and there's like 2 sides to the field, right? It's the same thing, but like the map is basically mirrored, where you have one hole on this side, and then it's like a unique obstacle course, and there's another hole on the other side for the other team, and you guys are just like a limited boost, just trying to get the ball all the way to the other hole, bro. That is so much. So I agree with you. Like these new game modes that people create for the custom maps and things like that, it can be it has crazy potential. Like the game has crazy potential.
I don't know, Tyler. I think you should like give one of them a shot. Maybe we got to get you squeeze you into like a little game night or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard. It's hard.
You gotta come
your teleball point and stuff, like that seems like fun for like 2 times or something like that. It's not sustainable in my opinion. Like eventually you get bored of doing that.
Well, yeah, it's not meant to be like a long-term thing because then you have other game modes come out.
Well, yes, that's what I'm talking about, like the Rocket Labs, like the map they just came out with, the big whatever the thing's called. It starts with G, I think, and it's just totally unplayable. Totally unplayable.
It's unplayable because it's not something you're used to, and that's why it's a limited time mode. That's the whole point of it.
There's a ramp above a goal and a ramp above the goal again with the boost all the way in my top left corner. I have to drive literally eons away to get the boost, and there's no way I'm scoring it from that corner. I don't know. It's not possible. And so, like, rather than making that, why don't they make like, like the speed trials, like the downloadable map that people make? Why don't
like
you make
ring
that?
Maps?
Yeah, like the ring maps. Why don't you make that online? So then you can race your friends. That's sustainable. Like that's something people want to do all the time. Like the air dribbling map course, like make all that online. Like rather than using resources on maps that in concept are different, but then in reality and practicality really aren't effective at all. And in turn, definitely most in terms of longevity are not usable. Just make the maps, just make game modes and stuff that you can that are all single player right now. Make those online game modes, and those would be way more fun. Like imagine like a ranked, you can like make like a limited time ranked mode for one of the speed jump trials, something like that. And like you hop in with 4 people and you just race and you're trying to get the fastest time possible. And whoever has the fastest time at say the end of the 3 weeks or whatever, you get a tag for that. Like say you're getting a tag for that. Like that's cool.
I don't disagree with it.
I don't think you're wrong, but like I also don't think that it's wrong to have stuff that we have right now. Because with the Rocket Labs map, they're gonna probably, based on the trailer, they had that really long rocket, like narrow map that everybody was wondering, hey, well, if we extend the map size a lot longer, then maybe we'll see how that works. And you know what I mean? It's for all those people who've wanted non-standard map stuff for forever and didn't get it, and there was that whole big debate. This kind of caters to that audience without necessarily forcing it on you. So I think that it's a start of something that could potentially blow up to even what you want to do, but they kind of I think you just need all hands on deck for it.
That's fair enough.
That's just
I did like that long map. I like the look of it, but I don't know. We don't know when it's gonna come though. Yeah. And for the meantime, you gotta play Giga Brain or whatever the heck it's called. Unplayable. No, not Gridiron. I'm talking about the map on Rocket Labs.
Oh, Galleon.
There it is, Galleon.
That's an OG map though. Giga Brain. You called it Giga Brain.
You said OG?
That is an OG map. That's a start map. Actually, in the OG map, they had 2. It's on the pirate ship that's on Aquadome, and it has the ship poles on it where those circles are.
It's a map before I was born. You know what that means? Nobody need to play it.
That's just not.
The
game is rated E for everyone, not like T for T-baits. Okay,
bro, it's gonna be nostalgic for some players.
Yeah,
it's just like how you go back and you play NCAA 14.
That's not different.
That's not different. That's not different.
NCAA, like NCAA trend. That's
not any different than people who used to play Rocket League, like Sarp. It's like it's.
I'm gonna let y'all have it. Y'all can have it. Y'all can have it.
Oh, Lord.
Galleon.
You call it Giga Brain.
Giga Brain.
Giga Brain. Like, yeah.
You gotta be Giga Brain to score on that map, I'll tell you that much.
Okay.
From the angles they want you to score from.
Well, Kronovi did it, Marky Doodah did it, and I did it, so I want to hear that.
T-Bait's got a P brain.
Okay, so we'll go back to shifting to regular modes for a sec and talk about twos. I think twos got to be the most popular mode, right? Or yeah, it's got to be.
It is.
Yeah,
it's the only solo queuable one.
Yeah. I mean,
T-Bait's don't say that.
That is fact.
You can play.
If you want to go insane in solo Q3s, then you go insane in solo Q3s. It's the most
just because you can't play it, don't mean that it's not solo.
I can play it. Oh my gosh!
Don't, bro.
It teaches bad habits. Bad habits, you solo Q3s players. Bad habits.
It does.
Hey, it kind of does. I ain't gonna cap. It kind of does.
It does. But okay, but talking about twos, PK just did a twos tournament this weekend. The question or proposal is, should Psyonix have sponsored twos tourneys? What's your opinion? T-Bates.
Yeah, I think I don't know who I was talking to about this. I don't even know if I said this on the show before, but basically my idea was I've always advocated for the whole year-long RLCS anyways.
Yeah.
And so there with the new year-long RLCS, there's a gap in between the end of the Worlds and then the beginning of the season. And everybody knows that Universal Open used to happen over the summer anyways. So I think they should bring something like that back for the 2v2 game mode, because I think nowadays, especially twos, it shows a lot of individual skill, and there's a lot of speed. It's totally different type of pace, and it'll put some of these bubble players and pros, like, just give them something else to play during the off season. And if Sonics would just like throw a little tourney down there, probably July, stretching from July, early August, just like Universal Open would, I feel like a lot of people would appreciate that, because I know everybody loved Universal Open. People that would never even play threes tournaments used to play in the Universal Open just to have the fun of playing, because it's one less person you need on your team to play. So I think that's a great idea if Sonics would give it some thought. A little off-season tournament.
Yeah, I agree with T-Bits on this one. I think that if you brought back 2v2s, Universal Open or anything like that, it's gonna just like propel the competitive scene. Just a lot of people just like playing twos, so it's just gonna make it a lot more enjoyable. Especially, I think twos is more enjoyable to watch than threes at some parts, because it's just a lot more fast paced. There's a lot more space on the field. Players can do a lot more with the ball. There's a lot more boost for players to do things. So if you just have like a first killer Arsenal with a lot more boost and a lot more space, just like you're gonna see the mechanical plays come out of them.
Okay. Well, flesh it out for me here real quick. Because I expressed interest towards the end of the year, and I started to do a little bit of groundwork on it and write a plan out, but I'm apparently too slow, because once I saw this topic come up, I was like, oh, I am too slow. I had planned on trying to pitch a twos tournament to Psyonix, to see whether or not that would be something that people would be interested in. Now, I had like a kind of a an interesting theme, and we were talking about themes back and forth, and really trying to get like the design down on it. But for you guys, on a scale, what kind of scale are we talking about here? Because there's a difference between me running a twos tournament that's like, I don't know, maybe like a 10K prize pool, or versus Universal Open, which is like $100,000. Like, what kind of level are we looking for here? Are we taking anything we can get, or do you want just something straight up like Universal Open?
Universal Open. Yeah, the precedent's already been set. Everybody, once you like set like a world two scene to where you get people from EU, fly them over to NA, and they play in Los Angeles or wherever they played at, New York. You have to do that again. You can't like backtrack and make it a smaller tournament, because now you're cutting people out that probably want to play. And nowadays, like we're always saying, people are even better. Twos has got to be the most entertaining game mode to watch now, because some of these individual players like T-Shot, for example, or you got to bust out Musty Flicks straight back and left, top left, top right every single time on command, and he'll never go for that in a threes game, but with space he'll go for it in twos game. And you want to see that EU versus NA scene. A lot of people think that EU twos are better, but we all know NA twos are still better.
So we're talking big picture here, right? We're talking like in a world where we don't have a global pandemic.
Because
we're touching on that later, though. The pandemic, or not the pandemic. They have
but one? I mean, sure, but what I'm talking about is like if we were to do a twos event right now, you know what I mean? We can't do Universal Open right now.
Yeah,
not right now, but maybe in July.
Maybe. Okay, maybe. We'll come back to it later. How about that? We'll come back to it later.
Raul probably have something to say. You have something to say about that?
For like the twos tourney, I think a 10K could be fine if we split it for each region. I think people would be eager to kind of play in the twos tourney to just showcase what they got for now. Universal Open obviously
is. That face for?
That's not enough bread.
Bro, if you make it top heavy, You make it top
even
heavy?
even top heavy. You gotta track the players that gonna play.
10K?
You mean Tink? If you split both
10K?
regions, that's 5K.
Bro, what we making in the grid? T-Base, let me know.
That's different. That's
Nah.
That's threes, and it
Okay.
coincides with all seasons. After the off season, some of them pros might want to take some time off, and you don't incentivize them.
Bro,
I'm trying to see the best people possible. I ain't trying to see no bums out there.
If there's a bag, bro, let me tell you, all the dudes that in that bubble scene, they ain't no bums in twos, bro. They ain't no bums in twos.
Whoa, time out. They got some bums and twos that are in the bubble scene. Whoa, time out now.
It won't even.
Some of them don't aerial. All they do is chase and demo. You know this. You know that to be facts.
Bro.
Spanish. This all I do is Spanish, bump and demo, and kickoff goal.
What did SSG place? This regional?
Don't tell me. Don't say they do
that. What happened? What did SSG place? What did SSG place? Now I'm gonna say something. What did SSG place? Just tell me what they placed, T-Base.
Like third, run second, third, fourth, fifth, somewhere around there.
2 out of the 3 players implemented this bump meta.
They did, but they don't have to do that though. And they do that in 3.
But they do in 2s.
They doing it. Okay, but that's because they play for their rank point, bro. You
mean to tell me
they call it sippy glue for a reason, man.
And if they playing for 10K, you don't think they're gonna bump if they need to? But that's just what it is.
It'd be for 5K. Second off, they really only be playing for like 3K if you make it top heavy. That's another day.
Okay, you disregarded my question.
We can. I think that it's definitely. First of all, I think if I went to, I think we could get 20K if we split it. Like we could have 10K per region. We could definitely
make it 25 per region.
Why don't you calm down? Okay, calm down. Take what you can get.
Hey, let me sell it to him. I get it. I get 100K, 50K per region. How about that?
No, you can't. Talk about some 100K. Who was you selling? You never ran a tournament before. You ran one tournament, and guess who helped you run that tournament? Me.
And how'd that tournament go? That bill was fire too. At about 400 viewers. You know me.
That's my point, Tyler. You didn't do it by yourself.
I know. No, I'm saying you handle the tournament. Let me sell it to Sonic.
Oh my god.
He said, "I'll be your business, man. I'll make the pitch."
Hey, everybody gonna be happy. We make the players happy. We make Sonics happy, and we make whoever running happy. Ain't making me happy. I'm just trying to watch Great Rocket League.
I'll take you up on that offer. I will take you up on that offer. We will make a pitch, and I will let you write out the entire pitch. And
I gotta say the pitch too.
You gotta say. I gotta present. I will record it. We can
record
set it up.
I need to be there live.
Live? What do you mean live?
Like when Murdy and Corey all up in there, had me up in there too.
Ooh-wee. Sure. Well, we'll bring you into a meeting. I'm regretting this. The more I say,
be like
I'm gonna get us that Tuesday. I'm gonna get that Tuesday, guys. Just trust.
I'm not gonna make it to the end of the episode.
I'm weak, bro.
I'm just not gonna make it. Okay. Where were we, man?
We're talking about twos, bro.
We're talking about this Tuesday,
right.
Bro.
All I'm saying is, like, you can say what you want to say about North America, but Europe, especially if Middle East can play.
The fact, see, that's even big too. Cause see, they didn't let Middle East play in the whole time. All CS, let them play a little twos turn and see what they got. We all want to see Ahmad and Khalid, anyways.
Why you say it like that?
Did I say it wrong?
Ahmad and Khalid.
Did I say it wrong? It's how they pronounce their names.
But Ahmed has like a K in his name.
It's Ahmad. It's Ahmad. It's not Ahmed. It's Ahmed or Ahmad, something like that.
I don't think he has a K in his name.
It's pronounced funny though. It's like Ahmad.
I need. We
gotta listen to Johnny Boy say it. Johnny Boy say it, right?
We need a fact. We need a
fact check on that one. We need a fact check. But regardless, my point is, like, they're going to want to, like, show up. They don't care. You know they don't care. If they know CS players are playing in it, they will go crazy. Bro, these kids try hard in ranked 2s. They are going to sweat.
Hey, we know why. We know why, right?
Because they don't have anything else to compete.
Nah, because they I don't know if that's public knowledge. I'm not about to say it in front of. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if it's public knowledge. Yeah, you got it.
I got you. The more
I don't know if it's public knowledge.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is it public knowledge?
I ain't gonna air that out. Nah.
I don't even.
Yeah.
I don't even have to talk about that. I not even okay. That's all right. All right, dude.
I got it, bro. I'm with you, baby. I'm here with you all the way.
This is like the rare time where I feel like I'm out of the loop. Okay. I don't know why I just did that. Now let me. Okay, so yeah, we get it. I think long story short, yes, people are gonna sweat in rank. They like rank 2's points. 2's is cool. We want to see more events. I think we can all agree on that. We want to see a 2's tourney. I think that majority consensus, at least in this room, is that we don't care what the prize pool is, 10K or 100K. T-Bates wants to be 100K land, flown out in a helicopter.
I like them big dollars.
Fully service event. Let us know actually what you guys think. What kind of 2's tournament you want, and we'll listen to that. Maybe bring up a couple of comments too on the show. But yeah, let's move past that. You know, again, we talked about the Middle Eastern players. We talked about SIP and Arsenal and everything. It's time to get into the top 5 players.
We have to
update the list. We're not gonna do teams right now. Teams, we figured teams was kind of easy because you just kind of go with, you know, what the latest result is. It's kind of easy, but players is very important. It's multiple players on multiple teams. Who's standing out? Maybe somebody needs somebody to work around them, so that's why they go, you know, woo woo, me. Lots of reasons to explain that. We'll let each other explain their top 5. I'll go first just to open it up, because I talk too much anyway, so I might as well get it out the way. Here we go. Top 5 players.
Yo, wait. Before you do this, we're gonna go 5, right? And then throughout all 3 of us, yeah?
Is that what
and
we're
then
doing?
4. Yeah. I think we all explain our 5 and then we go from there.
Yeah, I can do that.
And then 4 and then, yeah.
Let's see. Man, I'm looking at this list. I'm already regretting it. Okay. Number 5, I have Rocky. I have Taroko at number 5.
Nice one.
That's just not a joke. That's just not a joke.
Are you joking me right now?
No, I'm being serious.
Man, we already know your listing lost. All right.
His list is in La La Land, bro. Where your list, bro?
How the heck did he go?
Bro,
T-Bates, he in the top 10 last week?
T-Bates, he ain't proofread this, bro.
Yeah, he didn't.
Hello?
That's why he said he regretted it. He must have regretted the number 5 already.
I guess you're already like coming at me for having Rocky number 5.
Okay, explain it.
All right, y'all really about to make me try hard now. Like, I didn't want to have to do this to y'all, but I guess I'm just
try hard.
Do it.
So you capping about your top 5 now. So my top 5 consistent.
Yeah, your top 5. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for you to get there. Anyways, right now, Taroko, in terms of his performance in the Winter Regional 3, right? The one that Rogue won. I think Taroko had a very huge factor in it. He had some of the best shooting on the team next to Jason. I don't know why you looking at me like that.
Why you looking like that?
That dude missed, bro. It's unbelievable. Continue.
Tino missed
Chill
more.
Out. It happens.
Like, it happens, but guess what? Did they lose?
Right, you didn't have to put Tino under the bus.
Did they lose?
They won.
Exactly. So what's your point?
I'm assuming the other dude must be your number 1. I'm assuming that.
Anyways, I feel like Taroko at this point, like, he stepped up big time for Rogue, and I think that's worth at least mentioning and having him in the top 5 just because of the fact that he had a really good performance. I mean, it takes everybody on a team to be able to step up and play well if you want to end up taking a big regional like Rogue did, and I feel like you got to give Taroko some credit in that. So that's why he's my 5.
I respect, but I like that. I like the respect. I like respect. So do you go 4 or do me and Raul go 5?
No, we go
5. You go 5.
So go ahead, T-Base.
Oh, I got AJ. In my 5.
Okay.
No, why you making that face? AJ's respectable. Best player on the peeps. Made a little noise this weekend.
How does AJ get into your 5? He wasn't in your 5 last week.
He wasn't. He was in my top 10.
Exactly. So what makes him move up from last week?
What makes him move up is because other people lost, so they moved down. AJ was like number 6, number 7. He did lose.
Yeah,
we didn't go
okay,
through.
But there's some people I had that was like top 4, top 3, and they underperformed this weekend. So I might as well take them out my top 5.
I ain't gonna cap. I did that. Yo, I ain't gonna cap. Okay, go ahead, T-Bates. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, sure.
First off, Rocket League. You talking about Rogue's?
So fast paced.
You talking about Rogue's team achievement? So you put Roko in the Rocket now because of the team achievement. He made a couple big shots. Like, congratulations, congrats to Roko. I'm so proud of you, man. Yeah. I wish you the best of luck. Now AJ, on the other hand, ain't he number 1 in number 1s? He got some of the best mechanics. He slowly started to figure it out. Slowly in threes. We all know he got that top 3 in the world potential. If you ever figure it out, because he should be unstoppable. He should be unstoppable. We all know that.
Yeah.
He's got that potential. He's got that potential. Don't make that face to me. You know he cannot be stopped. That's a reset every single time.
He can't even make top 3 in a regional.
That's a team event, man.
Yeah. You can't single out players like that, Demar. I don't think you can single out players.
That's a team thing. That's like football, man. Rocket League a team game.
I just don't understand what. Yeah, you're right. It is a team game, and they finish at what? Like they finished same spot as Jamal Jabari. How does this one individual player, when you have at least 12 other players, happen to your top 5?
That's because I moved Chicago down. I moved Chicago and Gary G out. Put AJ in.
You ain't put nobody else from Envy in. You put nobody else from SSG in. You put nobody else from Rogue in.
You don't know who I have in here. All I did was number 5.
There's not enough room for that. There's not enough
room for that. I like AJ 5. You got
Toroka
at 5. We ain't gonna worry about you at the moment. AJ 5 is good. I know the chat agree with me like that. Raul, you go ahead.
This man is
all right. Well, since y'all got done screaming, arguing, bickering back and forth, let me give you a list of my honorable mentions for this week. All right.
Honorable mentions. I ain't know we
honorable mentions. Hold on. Hold on. I gotta put my.
If I had known that, I would have had it right then.
All right. So my honorable mention goes JNats, Arsenal, Toroka, and Miss. So Miss and Arsenal are out of my top 5 for this week.
You moved Miss? You had him at 1?
I had him at 1. 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 All right, wait. All right, my 5. T-Base, dab me up. Dab me up, T-Base.
I don't know about that, man.
Dab me up. AJ, my number 5. Dab me up, T-Base. Dab me up, T-Base.
Ain't no way you just said that to me. There is no
AJ makes CJ 5, man. You don't know what you're talking about.
What?
You don't know what you're talking about. I told you the tag gonna be with me, and I'm your own
explanation. I just want to listen to the explanation.
The explanation. Gyro is the most consistent player on this team. AJ is the player that puts him over the edge. AJ is the player that makes this team better. If they get AJ on that page they need AJ to be, AJ can carry this team.
That's right.
And that's what it is.
That's right.
That's the honest truth.
That's right.
Gyro will consistently put in the work every week, and he will be the consistent back you need. But AJ is that guy. If he's on point, they win in games. And that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
He put AJ over Miss.
And
Machine, yeah, we got to talk to you about the Miss thing. How you move somebody from 1 to out of 5? I don't care about that. All right. Number 4? Or you go.
I'm gonna just start. I'm gonna just start number 4. All right.
Okay.
So I replaced Mist on this list with his teammate Atomic. Week by week, all right? This is a weekly top 5. And in this regional, Atomic pulled up way more than Mist did. Way more. Atomic was that team, bro. If you was watching the games, you would have saw it. Atomic was like the catalyst for Envy. So I replaced Mist with Atomic on this team at number 4.
You replaced Mist with actually 5 dudes because you moved Norway from 1 to 6. So you replaced him with 5 dudes, not just with Atomic.
Hey,
I just want to put that out.
Weekly. It's weekly.
Okay, it's weekly. Okay, it's fluid. Okay, I get it. All right, at my 4, I'm gonna go for the Babber in here, so the Babber don't get upset. I got Arsenal. Arsenal is at my 3. I moved them down 1 from last week. I mean, still dominates the game. Just they had an off little weekend. I don't even know if it was off though. They still finished top 3. But when T-Shine truly putting the pressure on and demo and everything, they don't win. So I can't take him out. He's just too valuable for the team. And according to them, according to the team themselves, they might have a little couple of distractions per se this weekend that messed up their mental. They're gonna have all that sorted out come major, and you're gonna see Arsenal as a legit top 5 player. And I got him in my 4th spot.
Well, I got Jason in my 4th spot. I had to put Jason in the 4th spot.
Jason, first killer?
Yeah.
Jason in the 4.
Yeah, I got first in the 4, man. I got first in the 4. I think, if there's anyone more impactful than Rocky, it was Jason.
Wow.
Like, okay. I guess we're saying wow. Since we're doing Snake, I'll go with number 3. Number 3, I have Justin at 3. Justin's at 3. Justin was in my list. I think he was 2 last week. I moved him down to 3. I took Garrett G out because I had Garrett in there. Justin moves down and that list is 3, as because I mean they finished second. They still, Justin still is consistent. I just don't think that they had the ice to take down Rogue. So that's pretty much my biggest jumble, I would say. Well, you got a 3.
Go ahead, T-Bit.
I didn't have first killer at all in my top 5 last week. After this last weekend's performance, I had to move him up in there, put him in at number 3 at the moment. Because I mean, it could just be a random pop up weekend. We all know the talents there in 2s, 1s. He might be the best 1s player in tournament. I don't believe he grinds as much in ranked, but we all know the talents there. Of course, he's always been there. The 2 killer scrub first. We all know about their stories. So with that type of weekend, his performance he put on, the domination he put on, the speed, he just looked like the fastest player on the field. No matter who he is playing, I got first killer at 3.
For my number 3, we got the man that I wanted to put in week 1, but he just wasn't grinding. The man that's always been consistent and the man to always step up when his team needs him. This man dropped a 1.5 against the machine.
What are you talking about?
Number 3 is Sypical.
Oh my God.
I've been waiting for this man to get his hours up and get back to where he belongs, because he does belong in this top 5 list. The kid put in way too many hours, been slacking on his hours recently. But to see him drop a 1.5 against the machine when his team desperately needed him to step up, he was that man for that job. So I know Sypical still got it in him as long as he keeps putting in that work.
Yeah, I see. That's interesting. You keep bringing up the machine, but the machine didn't look like the machine. They look like they
maybe that's because
some parts. They need some oil. They need a tune up. So you keep bringing up the machine. That machine might be rusty. It might have been left out in the rain. I don't know.
I think Sypical might have tuned it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so he tuned it up and the machine was the same?
Sypical was taking a couple parts out of the machine real quick.
Okay. You were sabotaging.
Number 2, I had him at my number 3 last week. Gotta bump him up because he's just consistent. He's consistent. Justin. Consistently dropping what his team needs him every game. He's consistently dropping over a one rating on Octane GG every single series he's played this weekend. Number 2 is Justin.
And my number 2, he was my number 1. I moved him down 1 just off this performance this weekend. I had another dude that played phenomenal this weekend, and my number 2 is Mist. The consistency wasn't as usual high rate. A little bit off this weekend, but he gonna get it back. I mean, it happens. He's still a 2-time or 3-time regional champion. We've counted all the splits. I can't really remember exactly, but yeah, he's still the most consistent player in NA in my opinion. He's had a little bit of a not up to his par, number 1 NA high rating, so moved him down to 2.
I think the most consistent player, but then drop off like that.
He didn't drop off. He went from 1 to 2. You know how high of a level? It's like
okay,
LeBron
he went from
James
1 to 2
basketball.
on your list.
Yeah, on my list, because my list is better than your list. You
No. We go from 1 week where he's a number 1.
Yeah.
And then you drop him to number 2 when he didn't even get top 2.
That's a team game again, man.
It is a team game, but like he wasn't looking good on his team regardless.
Look, fine.
Go back and watch, T-Bass. Go back and watch. Because I was watching Envy. Go back and watch.
LeBron James has an off night. Do you move from the best player in basketball to the 10th best player in basketball?
It was 2 days.
2 days?
That's a bunch of games, T-Bass. It's not like LeBron James got
That's
1
day,
game.
though. It's a day.
Okay, it's a bunch of games.
T-Bass, who did you have at 3? Who did you have at 3?
First killer.
Oh, who did you have at 4?
Arsenal.
Oh, okay. I'm writing them down right now.
Thank you.
Yeah. Shoot, for me at 2. Hold on. I remember. I put Sip at number 2 because I think Sip played really, really solid, but I think SSG was just lacking. It just didn't seem like everybody was on the same page. So for me, I feel like you put Sip at 2 there because they're just barely off the mark. And actually, even more probably odd, I put Mist at number 1 Because
Did you have Turbo at your number one?
I did. Turbo's not
Where's
on the
he
list.
at?
You're not on the
What the
list.
heck is happening?
Bruh, it's a week to week thing.
Yeah.
But Rocket League moves fast. This is what you don't get, T-Base. I don't know why you don't understand it. Like someone could be the best one week and he's just not the best the next week. If he don't look the same, what is it?
We're not supposed
What's
to.
the problem with
I'm not gonna sit here and call like Justin or Turbo like the best player when he doesn't score in a series. You know what I mean? Like the machine, like he had a really bad performance last weekend. There were just some games where he didn't even have shots on. Well, in series that they were losing, and I feel like Mist kind of stepped up to try to fill some of those gaps, but Turbo just fell off really hard. So that's why I gotta put Mist there to like kind of replace him. I still want somebody in my machine at the top spot because it's the machine.
Should have been Atomic.
Like yeah, Rodis slotted in Atomic.
Should have been Atomic.
But for me, I slotted in Mister.
Okay, I see. So your one is out your list, and your one is out your list. See, my list is at least consistent. I don't just drop people when they finish top 4.
Your list is boring. We get it.
No, my list is very, very well made. It's very rigid. It is fluid a little bit, but for the most part, we add people.
It's sleeper.
And my number one is the dude who I say is the most skilled player in NA, but I get on him sometimes because he's playing drop shot. But apparently, he doesn't need to play Rocket League to be the best in NA. It was proven this weekend with all of his clutch shots. He made a lot of overtime, like top lefts, top rights over the weekend. And his name is Justin. Plays for NRG. We all heard about him. Former world champion. Some of the best mechanics in the game. Really dominates it. And if not for him, NRG wouldn't be anywhere near as good. So yeah, Justin number one. Doesn't need to play Rocket League. He's the only person in the world that doesn't need to play it.
That's respectable. Respectable. My number one. Yes. Y'all already know who it is. If you're going based off what I've already done, who is it?
Oh, it's First Killer. You didn't say anything.
It's Jason.
Yeah, First Killer.
It's Jason. Now this kid, bro. Now if you was watching T-Base. Tell me you was watching the final.
I was watching.
That kid wanted it. Tell me he didn't want it.
He wanted it.
Jason. And you said what? What'd you say about Jason earlier?
He's the fastest player on the field.
Yeah, okay. What else you say about him? You said why you have him in your 4, T-Base? What was he your 4? I think he's your 4.
He's in my 3.
He's your 3?
He's my 4.
Oh, he's like we all know the talents there. He's the fastest. He was the fastest player in the field. He made everybody else look slow. He's the quickest. He was on top of the ball at all times. He was ball chasing to almost pure perfection.
Yeah.
And when he's playing like that, not too many people better than him.
This is the kid that we expected to kind of fulfill that, that one in a, there's that next up level, right? So you always have this generational, what I'm going to call it a generational. So like NFL, right? So you have this generational talent. So First Killer, Scrub Killer, right? They came up together. Now it's Daniel. He's still like 12, 13, right? You had the Beast Mode, another one. You got 2-piece, almost 15 soon. They were all coming up together, or 2-piece and Beast Mode were coming up together. But regardless, my point is First Killer, that generational talent of Rocket League, stepping into the place where people thought he was going to be. They thought First Killer was going to be one of the best players to play this game. And I think with this dub, he will have the confidence that he needs to start performing consistently at this level. First Killer, my number one.
All right, so my top 5: Taroko, First Killer, Justin, Sipical, Mist, T-Bates, AJ, Arsenal, First Killer, Mist, Justin, and Roll Diz, AJ, Atomic, Sip, Justin, and First Killer. So not bad. Not bad.
Consistent.
No.
Couple little changes.
No.
Respect. I judge it on based on more. I judge my list on more than just the team accomplishments. It's also individual play.
Sure.
But mine is individual play too. But the accomplishments got to come with it a little bit. I don't know why you still got like. It's a week-to-week basis, so I feel like things would change drastically if that team doesn't perform. You know what I'm saying? You can't just like. I don't know. It's all opinion-based anyway, so.
That's
it is what it is.
That is true. That is true. That is true. Maybe I kind of want to do something. Well, I don't know. If we had an average, like an overall average power ranking, because some of these are like really close, right? Like you could slot Justin in the number 1, or maybe like Justin and Mist could share 1 and 2. and then first killer probably third there, and then for fourth, I mean fourth is all over the place.
It's probably like Sypical at
And then
fourth.
fifth would be
Yeah,
AJ.
fourth, yeah, and the fifth would be AJ. So I think we have like a little average kind of power rankings because we're all kind of in the same spot. We just like different people for different reasons. But all right, good little top five. Good little top five. Now we're gonna move from. We're starting to talk about players here a little bit, but we're gonna expand more, and we're gonna talk about if you could build your ultimate fantasy team. So you pick 3 players to be on a team. You have to pick at least 1 player from North America and 1 player from Europe. Who is your ultimate team?
Not easy.
Go ahead, T-Base. Let's hear it.
Oh, I'm going with Ahmed, Ahmad, Khaled, or Khalid. And then I'm going to go with somebody that passes them the ball a lot and supports them. So I'm going to go with Mist. That's really easy for me. Real simple. Oh, wait, no, I have that player from EU, don't I?
I mean,
that is your EU
technically
player,
your EU players. You can that's a thing.
You taking those 2 with Mist to take on anybody?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll never lose.
Yeah, okay.
Who's beating that? Get me here, y'all's teams. Oh, timeout. Timeout. Who's beating that? Go ahead. Give me your fantasy teams. Give me them.
Bro, there's no way. There's no way you just said that.
That is a beautiful team. That's
All
pure
right.
down. Actually, no, timeout. With that team, actually, okay, Khalid's going to play defense. Let me sub out Miss. Give me Atomic. There we go. I like that better. Atomic fits that team better.
You didn't even have Atomic in your top 5, but you're going to put him on your ultimate team. That's crazy.
Yeah, but it's all about the fit, though. And I'll explain the fit after. After I hear y'all's teams.
All right, go ahead, DeMar.
Okay. Mine is. Yeah, I just thought about it. Justin, Atomic, and Monkey Moo. I think
Atomic and Monkey Moo.
Yeah, that team. I just don't think anybody beats that team.
I'm just blowing you out, but continue blowing you out. Roll.
Oh,
I got Jason, first killer. I got Monkey Moo, and I got kind of a toss up a little bit, but I think I gotta go with my boy Sypical.
That's actually okay. I respect that.
See, his team's dangerous.
And mine's
I don't know about your team tomorrow. I don't know how that fits. But I don't know how Raul's fits either. See, like both of y'all's teams.
Yours fits.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
First off,
okay, wait, because you said Ahmed, Khalid, and Miss, yeah?
No,
Atomic. You said
Atomic. I have it written down.
Okay, I really never seen them. I've never seen them boys in threes. I ain't gonna cap. So I don't know who the tendencies of.
Cause you like,
what's the tendency?
Like okay.
Okay. Let me break it down for you.
Break it down for me,
Don't
T-Base.
do that.
Ahmad's the best striker in the world, point blank and simple. There isn't a striker like him. I don't care. No, you can. I don't care who. There's no cap. There's not a better shooter in the game than
Bro, take
Ahmad.
the cap off, bro. Yo, he got that thing 2 times on his head, bro.
Matter of fact, I'm putting the hood even more on because that's how not cap it is. Ahmad is the best striker in the world, man. You can go back and watch whatever tournament you want to watch. That man don't miss. He don't miss. It's top left, top right every time. He does not miss, and he's the fastest. He's got first killer speed. He's got Justin mechanics, and he's got J-Nap's accuracy. That is a man on a mission.
And you know what else he got? You know what else he got? He got no lane experience, no high pressure situations.
Did we say lane? You didn't specify. You said ultimate team.
We said like ultimate team. If they playing it like head to
head, what's ultimate team? Online.
Like what is that? What are you even saying, bro? We're talking if these two teams, if your team, if you could pick a team that plays in an RLCS Grand Finals on a world stage, who are you going with?
I'm still going M3. Because I still got the best striker, and you cannot. They got very few people. They got very few people who are as good, if not better than Khaled on defense. You got Khaled, Mist.
But you better put Sypical on that, bro.
Oh yeah, Sypical.
Don't disrespect, bro.
That's about it. That's about how I mind blank after that. Monkey Moon really good defense too, ain't he? Or is it extra on that team who played defense? One of them be playing defense.
I feel like it's Monkey.
Very peak defense is really good. Other than that, there's not too many people that apparently Jack's defense is really nice. Really nice. Other than that, like world class defense, I don't think there's a better third man than Khalid. There's people that's good, like Mitch probably, but I went with Khalid over Mitch. I want that like green link. You know, on Ultimate Team, you gotta have the green links, the direct links. Well, I got the green links,
bro.
I got the 10 chemistry with Khalid and Ahmad. Y'all ain't think about that, did y'all? I thought about it though.
Links,
and see, then you had Atomic.
Ain't gonna know what they saying.
Facts, bro.
We can figure out. We can have a translator in the chat.
Translator mid game.
We can figure out something. All Tommy need to know is when Amin's on the ball, move the heck out the way. It's ISO. And after that,
Atomic ain't moving out the way, bro.
If he got that man on his team, he move out the way. Nah, all you gotta do is feed Ahmed and move out the way.
Atomic move out the way to the ceiling, bro, and then he's coming back into the play. Atomic do not move out the way, bro. He's on offense like 90% of the game. That man don't leave.
That's good. All they do is play offense. Have you seen them play threes? Oh wait, you said you didn't see them play threes. That's all they do is play offense. They are on top of teams.
Sheesh. I don't know about my team though. They wouldn't be on top of my team though. I don't think First Killer would let them.
Yeah, a ball chaser and First Killer. Who else you said? Justin and Sip?
No, he has First Killer, Monkey Moon, and Sipical.
Yes, sir.
So you got 2 air dribblers.
Hey, bro, they can air dribble one ball to the other air dribble. They can pre-jump each other. I'm fine with that. I'm with it. First Killer could just demo everybody.
Real quick. Sharif, thank you so much for the host and the raid. I appreciate it. Sharif just hosted us for, I think, 40 viewers. So I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you, Isaiah.
Thank you.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know, man.
Go ahead, Damar. Put your ultimate team. I don't think you said yours yet.
I said my Monkey Moon, Justin, and Atomic. Monkey Moon, Justin, and Atomic. I feel like looking at that one, it's well rounded. I think you need like a well-rounded squad. I feel like every single one of them can do everything they need to do on any side of the field, versus having like one particular player play in a role. They can all play in pretty much every role that they need to. So then it just comes out to just you have that consistency all across the pitch. I just don't think they lose. That's just me.
I mean, I feel that same.
But I like your team. Because you got a midfielder. Raul's team doesn't have a midfielder. That's the problem.
I think Monkey Moon, First Killer, and Sipical could play any role. They just locked into a certain role on their team.
But like none of them really pass like that though.
I think
you have no true midfield offense. That's why I went with Atomic. You gotta have the midfield offense. Here. You have nobody that has midfield offense.
I can't really speak too much on Monkey Moon, but like I don't see Jason passing. Sip usually is so good because he's third man. Well, I mean Sip does actually pass.
Hold on.
Don't bring up stats. Don't bring up assists. I'm bringing up assist or scuff. Assist or scuff. You notice they are not passes. You can literally just hit the ball in the net and then people whiff and then it gives you assist for that. I'm talking about actual midfield play. Midfield goes one by two. Off the wall, skip to my loo.
Skip to my loo.
And then it's a goal. Like if you watch Atomic play, that boy's incredible. It was either Atomic or Chicago, but I went with Atomic.
But Sid be doing the same thing, bro.
He air dribbles by people though. See, like I got all that locked up.
That not, bro? If he air dribbles over 2,
he's not gonna air dribble over
third on the backboard. He's not air dribbling over 2.
He's not. I got the best ones player. One of the best ones players, and that's easy to block every time. Come here. Khalid got the all blocked out. Jump up into the sky. That's the sky. He owned that zone.
Khalid ain't never played Sip.
He played everybody in EU.
Yeah, in EU. How much we brag about EU, T-Base? Let me know. How much? BDS. How much?
We don't brag about it much.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. You got 2 players that just beat up on EU?
That's a good point. I mean, that's a good point.
You don't have anybody from BDS. You actually just didn't believe in BDS at all.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm not a believer in them. No offense to them. They made a lot of money. They made more money than me, so shoot, they don't need me. But I'm not big on them.
Not big on them.
Nah, T-Base team gonna flop. That's facts.
That's a world champion right there. Unbeatable.
I know about that one.
Yeah. So okay. This goes to a question then. So with Envy losing, the machine that we thought was the best team out there, with them losing, does that mean BDS is the best now? Is BDS the best team to beat?
Nope. Nope.
Yes.
Nope. Yes. Why? But you don't even have a player on your ultimate team.
They're the team to beat, though. They're consistent. I personally like taking my personal beliefs out of it in terms of like EU skill.
Okay.
I still consider the NA teams to be every bit as good, if not better than BDS. But BDS is consistently winning, and you got to respect the winning. Like they're just winning, and whether it doesn't matter who they play against, they're winning. And the second, first, whoever strength region is one of the main regions. They're winning it almost every single time. I think 4 out of the 6 times, and they're a major champion. So you got it. There's a team to beat. There's no team in the world. Well, take out OCE and SAM. They're 2 smaller regions. There's no team in NA that has that consistency.
Because they can't. How can you have a consistency in a region that's just a lot highly like contested?
But see, once again, that's personal belief though. I believe that too, but that could just be objective.
I mean, it could be.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. It could be opinions until we actually see a land. Yeah. Okay.
Cause like say for example, BDS keeps winning, like they win in the spring 2 more times, and they win the major, and they win this major, and then NA keeps splitting up. When it comes to land time, the headline will be is BDS the team to beat. They've won everything. They will be the team to beat. Who can knock them off? Oh wait, we got these 4 NA teams that can knock them off. But like none of those NA teams are the team to beat. Everybody's gonna want to beat BDS because they're winning. That's my way I'm looking at it.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah,
I agree.
I respect that. I think.
What you got, Demar?
Man, it makes me upset the machine didn't do well. It does.
It does.
You know, you want to put all your hopes into the machine. You're like, okay, let's just see a little bit more consistency. Let's see. I mean, they're still at the top of the points by margin, but the margin between BDS and second in Europe is so much larger. I think that they said that they could miss out on a regional or something like that and like just straight up not play, and they would have no worries on their spots like at all.
Yeah,
so,
I think they locked Worlds already.
Yeah.
Did they? Oh my goodness, 2,656 total points.
And if they win the major, they'll be at 3,500.
Sheesh.
No, 3,400, like 58.
Yeah, oh goodness.
That definitely would make them the team to beat, to be honest. So they're so far ahead of their region.
They've won 4 regionals and a major.
That's goodness. That's like every regional but one, right?
No, it's every regional but 2.
They took
and they won a major.
They took 3rd in fall regional 3, and then they took 2nd and went to regional 2.
So they're 5 and 7.
Oh no! They took 3rd and went to regional 2. This must be 4th and 3 because Team Queso. Oh no, there's different point values. What the heck? Yeah. Okay, so winning in fall regional gave you 300. Oh, excuse me. Winning in fall gave you 351 points, and then winning in regional gave you 401 points. But they took 3rd because Team Queso showed up. They had a good regional too. They took 2nd in that one, and now they're sitting 50 points. Yeah, we gotta talk about Europe. I want to say like before their major, because it's actually really interesting to look at how close these teams are together. Team Queso, a team that they didn't play in fall regional 3 at all. They were finishing with 200 points, 100 points, 160 points, but then they have this one really big regional where everything just clicks. And now they're in the conversation for Worlds, and they are in the major. They finished 4th in Europe, which is kind of wild. You know, they finished over Vitality, they finished over Dig, Oxygen, Galaxy Racer, Endpoint, Gil, Redemption, finished over all those teams. So maybe we should kind of dissect Team Queso, not today, but in the future. But I mean, the whole point is just talking about BDS and how all over they quite literally almost 1,000 points ahead of Vitality, who are at 2nd, and then they are over 15. Oh my goodness, over 1,500 points from Galaxy Racer, who are sitting at 6. Like they're chilling. They are chilling.
Yeah, the team to beat, I guess. If you're going by that. They just dominating the region.
I don't believe they the team to beat, bro.
I'm just saying from like the opinion base, like I feel like NA could definitely take them. So I just think we got better competition here. But I think a lot of people believe that. But if we're going off based off just the consistency that they play at of the region, they are dominating the region. So you definitely have to respect that 100%.
Okay. Yeah, I think they're the team to beat. They'll be the team to beat going into Worlds because I don't see them stopping anytime soon. They're just way too consistent. Domination is unbelievable.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Let's move on to I wanna skip the one that we have up next here and save that one for the last topic, and then go to this one because we can hit these two back to back and then jump into this last one. Let's talk about orgs for a little bit. Obviously, I think the best unsigned team right now, I think Top Blokes have been teasing that they have an org, so I'm removing them from the conversation. The best unsigned team right now has to be the Peeps, like in the world. I think the Peeps are the best unsigned Rocket League team right now, but no one's signing them. We haven't heard anything that has to do around a conversation with the Peeps at all. There's been nothing, and we've been saying hashtag pick up the Peeps for a while now. What if you could think of an org to pick up the Peeps, because I think we only have a limited number of orgs now. I mean, I guess there's still kind of a decent amount of them, but what org would you want to see pick up the Peeps?
You got somebody in particular? I mean, I got a couple.
I think we're gonna name like probably the same types or the same orgs. I'd like to see Cloud9 back in the scene. I'd like to see Evil Geniuses back in the scene. I'd like to see Luminosity. I know they were talking about getting in the scene. Luminosity would be nice.
Honestly, yeah. I need to see AJ in a 100 Thieves uniform.
100 Thieves?
AJ in a 100 Thieves uniform. You would, ooh!
Bro, 100 Thieves cold. Everything about 100 Thieves is like cold, bro. If we could get 100 Thieves actually.
Oh, we gotta get Nation on the pod. Get him to know about Rocket League. Then he'll start looking into it a little bit more.
That's facts.
But see, y'all thinking like orgs outside that aren't in the current scene right now. I think it'd be interesting if orgs like in the scene right now just like merged and picked up the Peeps in a way.
What do you mean?
That's like a cool little take. Like how say let me look at the rankings.
I don't know if you can do that.
You can't do that?
Like you can't have two teams under the same org.
No, it'd be like the Peeps, like a team, like an org would leave one team and then pick up the Peeps.
Oh, dang. Okay, we getting a little spicy with it.
Yeah, that's different, huh? I don't think a lot of people think about that. Like for example, I look at the NA rankings. I'm always thinking outside the box. Like you have like.
Oh man,
see if I name drop people gonna feel bad. But hey, I'm just calling what it is, man. I'm on First Touch, baby. We keep it real.
Okay.
Say, for example, like you could have like Ghost, V1, Sonic, Charlotte, like in any of those type of organizations.
They don't want that, bro.
What?
You gotta bro.
If those organizations give the Peeps that type of bread though. Because think about it. The Peeps are top 6 team. I think at the moment they're fighting for that world spot. They could potentially make it, and you got AJ, who's one of the biggest RL streamers. So you got the content from that too.
What team did you just say? I'm sorry.
Imagine like a V1 or something like that.
V1
goes.
But see, the thing is, when you do that, you'd have to get rid of somebody from the Peeps, and then you would have that, or you could or you couldn't have to do that either. I was thinking of it like say like V1. You keep whoever you want to keep from V1, like a player from there, and then you transition them over to the Peeps. But then the Peeps have to drop somebody. But I didn't think about it this other way. Or V1 could just leave.
Yeah, they could just leave,
and then they could pick up the Peeps themselves.
I feel like that's a lot better because you wouldn't be breaking up the team that's doing.
That's already producing.
They keep all their points and stuff. You're just into the contracts and moving to another team.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how like the contracts work and stuff like that. But that'd be cool.
Yeah, everyone has their own unique contracts. But yeah, shoot, you talking about V1? I'm thinking Liquid.
Liquid.
I'm thinking
Liquid.
Liquid.
Hey, I didn't even think
Ooh,
about Liquid. Man.
Liquid, you
was-
need to come move over to NA.
Yeah, Liquid's in EU. I don't know what.
Come over in the EU, Liquid. Come on
Who's
over
in
to NA.
EU?
Hey, ooh, Liquid AJ, I like that.
Hold on. How big is Liquid?
Huge.
Liquid's big. They're in
Huge.
LCS. They're in
Hey,
LCS.
13th in EU.
Yeah.
Come to NA. Pick up a number 60. Come on, Liquid. Move over here.
What are y'all?
I want to see Liquid over here.
Team Liquid. Liquid
wanna
has
see-
664,000 followers on Twitter. Put that in perspective. Cloud9. Oh,
Yeah.
Cloud9 got the most. Cloud9 got 1 million. I
Oh
think.
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I would like to see C9.
See, I want to see C9 back.
See, I want all these big orange back, bro.
I want to see C9. 100 Thieves would be really
TSM back. Oh my gosh.
TSM. That's a bit. It's just big brand, yeah. So TSM would be
TSM.
nice too. TSM would be nice. C9, 100 Thieves, Liquid. Sheesh, we missing a lot of orgs, bro. I ain't gonna cap. Well, and
All the
at
big
least,
names.
'cause we got Liquid. So
All right, let's see. Actually, okay, you're talking about followers, but let's talk about earnings, right? Like how many, the prestige around some teams. Right now, Team Liquid is has the highest overall earnings, with what is this, $36 million.
That's because of Counter-Strike, though, huh?
that Counter-Strike team was on
The
the
19
Counter-Strike team was
1900 tournaments. Yeah, that's out of 1900 tournaments. I think the next one, what team is this? OG. I've never heard of this team. It's just OG.
Optic.
OG.
No, it's not Optic. It's a Dota team.
Oh, I don't watch Dota. That's out of my field.
I feel like I know OG, but
What about then you talk EG is right under them with 24 million, and then Fnatic's under them with 15 million.
Fnatic? I forgot about Fnatic. Weren't they supposed to join the scene? Like I feel like they were.
They were in the scene for a little bit. Remember they signed
They were.
I think leftovers.
They were, yes.
Yeah,
they
signed
were.
leftovers.
And they left.
We lost a lot of orgs, man.
Yeah.
Lots of big names. The big names need to come
The
back.
big names, man. The big names.
But like you gotta think about it from their perspective too. Like those guys signed these teams, and they took an investment on them. Like, and I think we would like if Liquid continues to perform at this level and not doing as well as
They're gonna leave.
They're gonna
They're gonna
leave
leave, yeah.
because like they're not getting.
But they
anything.
shouldn't just leave though. They should just pick up a team who's good.
But that's hard to do. You can't just pick up a team that's like doing well. Like not like, you know what I mean? Like you can't buy out another team from contracts. Like Roldis knows just from his experience as a player, like contracts and player buyouts and stuff like that. That's big money.
No, I'm talking about teams that don't have a contract right now. That aren't on a team.
But like that's also taking a risk, right? Because the Liquid roster, for example, like, oh man, that like, at first they looked solid, and then what happened? They kicked Cookser, and then everyone was like, huh? And then now they're at 13th. Like
it's what's more relatable is like that TSM roster. That TSM roster just won a DreamHack and then fell off like
they
completely.
won E-League. Remember they won E-League.
They went E-League.
Oh, was it E-League?
They beat
Yeah.
Cloud9, then they got signed by TSM.
And then they fell off. Like right after they signed the TSM, they fell off.
But like, see, like even then though, I feel like orgs. Cause I'm assuming in these contract negotiations, orgs make people like they give people streaming hours rather than having like streaming hours
It's
just for
different.
bonuses.
It's different for everyone though. It's different
Well,
for everyone.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if you're an org that big, like you should require streaming hours, like a certain amount. If you're not doing that, then you don't get like however much of your money. Cause it's all about building your own brand and also building the organization's
org
brand too.
yeah.
Or if you could have an incentive, you don't need streaming hours if the team gets a grid spot.
Or like certain placings.
Yeah, but
maybe.
see, like if that could backfire on the org though.
If not the grid, the placing sure, but the grid spot no. That's a dedicated stream time.
Oh, if they get the grid spot,
Right,
Okay,
if they have a grid spot, like if the team like have that, okay, if you get a grid spot, you don't have to have streaming hours because at that point, then the org has their own stream. You know what I mean?
That's true. Yeah.
Or
that
maybe
is
you like
true.
lessen the hours up a little bit instead of like maybe 40.
Yeah,
like
maybe
to
lessen
25
it,
or
yeah,
something
lessen
like that.
it.
I feel like streaming hours is probably like a necessity.
Yeah.
For like a lot of people don't want to have streaming hours in their contract, but I definitely think like
Yeah.
kids need to like kids coming up in this game need to kind of like realize like that's kind of like your org helping you in a way, like build your own brand. Like honestly,
you get your own money, bro.
Yeah,
100%.
Honestly,
because like I mean, Arsenal probably is like the best example out of this, right? Even okay, so I can name a couple of examples of this. Arsenal is great because yes, he has an org, they support him, he has an editor, everything else. All he has to do is just record the content. They clean it up for him. He puts it out. He gets a bunch of money. The org's happy because they get the promotion. Everybody's living life good. But then there are other people who actually put themselves in positions to get orgs. What's an example of a player? Forky. In North America, Forky, all these streaming hours, people want to sign him even though he can go a regional with a 5% shooting percentage just because he has a bunch of streaming hours.
5%?
He scored a goal and that immediately got taken away. I was there. Like, he scored a goal, they called a pause and said, no, that goal doesn't count. So, like, that's why he gets the 5%. But he's still in conversations with Oars. Why? Because he spent the time and built the brand up.
Yeah, he pulls the viewers. That's what matters. That's what they're looking at.
So yeah, I feel like that's a conversation, right? Why do people not stream when they're in a great position to?
I feel like the orgs just don't pressure them enough. Like you gotta have that in the contract. You gotta be business about it.
No, I understand that, but I'm offering a different perspective.
What?
My perspective is, why don't you want to do it? Like, you shouldn't want, like, being forced to do something, and I'll let you go after this role, but being forced to do something like that is just, I don't know, like, it's gonna make you feel like it's a job, and obviously, you know, once it feels like a job, you're gonna be like, ugh. But you should want to do this. You're in a position that so many people who play this game cannot get to.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Go ahead.
All right, so my big thing is, like, when I was a pro and the streaming hours and things like that, the reason, like, streaming was a big thing for me that I didn't want to do is because, like, it took away time where I could, like, practice things that I wanted to work on without having people watching me. So I guess it depends on, like, what kind of player you are, but for me, I'm not known for my mechanics, right? So things that I wanted to practice, I felt kind of like I couldn't do that. I had to have a personality. I had to talk because, like, my gameplay wasn't, or I felt my gameplay wasn't, like, that enjoyable to watch. Like, there's other players that can fulfill that enjoyment, like Forky, where you can watch him and his mechanics are enjoyable to watch. Like, and that's just a given, right? So I feel like for some players, it's harder to kind of put yourself out there if you're focused on the gameplay aspect. But other players, it's not really so much, especially if you have mechanics. You definitely should be grinding the streams because, like, you don't really have to talk all that much. I think people will just watch you just to watch you. Because you just have a different level of mechanics, different level of playing.
All right. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think that, like, there's so many different reasons why teams should do that, and, you know, we can get into it. I think AJ, for example, puts himself in a really good spot because he has a really successful stream. His chat is probably the worst thing I've ever seen. It's the
don't
worst
they say
thing.
like your chat represents you in a way? Bro, AJ. Bro, we all been in Discord channels with AJ, but AJ goofy, man.
AJ unique. AJ is unique.
I'm not gonna do the laugh, man. I'm not gonna do the laugh.
Special.
I'm not gonna do the laugh. Do the laugh. Do the laugh.
No, I'm not gonna do
the laugh, bro.
Nah.
Do the laugh.
Do the laugh, man.
Look, y'all know if you know AJ, you know the AJ laugh. He'll go.
And he's if you talk to him, he'll spam the who joke. Like, whenever you're talking who, and he wants you to fall for it so badly. It's just unbelievable. But I mean, that's marketable. I just feel like org should be back in here. Some org should pick up some of these teams, and if not from outside, then inside. That's my conclusion on the whole subject.
Yeah, definitely want to see an org pick up the peeps. Hashtag pick up the peeps. That's the main thing on this one. But you know, we kind of hit on it a little bit, but let's expand on it a little bit more. Should players trust orgs to build rosters? He basically kind of threw this one at me. I think it's really interesting. So when we talk about this, T-Bates, are we talking about, okay, like something's going wrong with the roster, the org comes in and makes the roster move? or was there a little bit more to it?
I meant the org isn't like a coach who's like an extension of the org. Well, he's a coach of Rocket League who knows what he's talking about, and he's credible. Not like just like some pickup coach, like a Chrome, for example. Like if Chrome sees something wrong with SSG, he talks to the org. He sees somebody else on the come up who's been grinding or something like that, and they want to make a swap. Not like just the org making it, because I feel like the orgs don't know Rocket League like that.
Okay,
It adds more professionalism to it, because a lot of these kids, or even adults, they base a lot of their perceptions of people on ranked or little minute things that become tourney don't really translate. So you see some people getting put into the league too early, and some people missing out on the league when there's no like
yeah.
proper tryouts or anything like that.
Okay, I really want to go to Rolla here on this one. I'm not asking you to speak for your team. I'm asking you to speak in terms of the league and things that you've heard in the league. Is something like that already in place? I feel like some teams have that kind of structure where, you know, like based on like contracts and stuff like that, orgs can go to the coach and have the coach like make changes and stuff.
Yeah, I feel like depending on your standing with your org as a coach or whatever, if you are a coach that is actually researching, I guess is a correct term to say, players are on the come up and know of these players that are available, you're watching them in these tourneys and things like that, then you're a lot more knowledgeable in that way of, this guy has the potential, we can pick him up, right? So I think it goes hand in hand with the players. The coach has to go to the players, be like, yo, this guy's on the come up. What do you guys think about this guy? You watch them play at all? Things like that. Like you guys, like you work with the players. I don't think it's like a full org or full coach, you know, decision on it, because the players have to kind of see that in that player as well. You just can't. I can't see that guy and then like just pop them all to the team, and then the players are just like, all right, what is he doing here? And hope that like, you know, they kind of respect him in that way. I think it has to go hand in hand with each other. The players and the coach have to work together to kind of pick up the coach could see the talent, the player could see the players could see the talent, but then they have to come to an agreement and be like, all right, this guy has the potential. We can mold him into the way we need him to mold, or rotate around him if he's that good, you know, if the potential's that high or whatever the case is.
Sorry, I just saw something that shocked me. But okay, so one thing that I want to see too is there's the problem I see with this is the E United Hoxer situation, where there's a lot of controversy over this topic, or it was a very, you know, conversational topic that had to do with Hoxer getting Hoxer getting benched on the team. And a lot of people, you know, the org, I think, yeah, the org came out and straight up said it. This was a move that they decided to make. Whether or not that was the best move for the team, I really don't. I'm really like not 100% on it yet. Like I think, you know, United still. I really think they win anywhere, whether it's like up or down.
Yeah,
yeah, I like the same.
They haven't changed,
right?
Really.
So my thing is though, like, I feel like if you're going to do that, or if the orgs want to do that, I guess they should say, then they got to make sure, like, you have like the best guys in there. You know what I mean? Like, you got the best coaches on the team that really know like what the best move is. But again, I think it kind of goes back to public opinion and public perception, where it's just like, okay, I may think First Kill's a good addition on the team, but you might not, you know, because XYZ, you know what I mean? So I feel like maybe worrying about public outrage is what it is, but it's really tough.
My main argument about like what the outsiders see is like, you only see like gameplay, but you don't see the mentality and the everything, the chemistry between the players, whether they're like friends outside of the game or they're not, you know. There's obviously players who hang out in a Discord when they're just on their everyday lives, you know, it's just like hanging out with friends. But we only, like, viewers only see the gameplay that they see on the main screen. They don't see the mentality aspect. If a player's not feeling good that day, if he's unhappy with the situation, things like that, bro. So that's all the things that you can't account for unless you're actually in the situation. And I think a lot of people just see over that kind of aspect.
You're saying that in response to United and Hoxton?
Yeah, it's like I mean, every team that's like kind of going through that
moves.
Yeah, it's making moves.
I don't know. I can see it. I do feel like orgs. Well, you said that orgs do kind of already have like the hands in just a little bit more than I originally thought, but I'm not in that position that you are. So you have way more credit than I am. But yeah, if that brings more professionalism to it, then I'm all about it. But because I feel like a lot of times, or at least in the past, it's just been a recycling of players over and over again, though. And I think that's mainly due to the players. Because I don't think like a credited coach or someone like that would continuously want to recycle players that haven't succeeded.
Yeah.
When they're just taking up space and they got people on the outside looking in who you could try out legit for a week or have 3 people you want to try out, but none of them are getting that shine because the players are just instantly going, oh, he got dropped from this team, we can pick him up. He's got the experience or something like that, but he's not working. Yeah. And in a game where the pro spots are so limited, you got somebody recycling.
Normally, I would agree with you, but again, I think biggest example of this has to be Rogue, right? You take Cronovi out. You said we talked about it. I think it was on Monday, where you take Cronovi out, you pull in Rocky. I mean, what was he doing before?
That wasn't a recycling though.
Yeah,
he was on one team.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying though. Like instead, like you take Cronovi of all people out. And Cronovi is like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's not getting like,
he's
not
always
on
been there.
tryouts. He's on continuum, despite like no one was like, oh, let's stop everything we're doing during the trade window. Let's grab Crow. He kind of fell. He was thrown to the wolves pretty much, and he had to get his spot on continuum. He couldn't really find a home anywhere else. Even I think, but maybe that's just because they're getting old. It just might be like an old thing.
I think he just lost his clout though. That's a different thing. Like if you're thinking of bringing up Cronovi, I would bring up Cronovi the first time, from G2 to Rogue, where he like instantly got the spot. Like it wasn't even an issue. But he just got cut from G2. And as you see, once he got the Rogue, nothing really changed. If anything, he got a little bit worse. Everybody else got better. So, like, you took a dude who got cut off one of the best teams in the game. Wouldn't you want to take that into consideration? Like, maybe something's not working with them or something along those lines. Yeah. But a lot of these players go, no, he's Cronovi. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I feel like credited coaches won't do that.
Didn't we go over that kind of like argument Monday where you said anybody from G2, they get cut, they're going to get picked up? And maybe it's because of that kind of prestige that G2 has. So if they get cut from G2, say they go onto a lesser team that's not as like, highly regarded as G2, and then they don't have like those instant results, just exactly like Cronovi on Rogue, then maybe that player then gets dropped and is gone, just like Cronovi.
Do you think G2 has that prestige though? Now?
I still think G2 has that prestige. Everybody, or we will go in each and every week and be like, G2 has to win, just because of their name and what they are.
But then they don't.
But it's only a matter of time before people start disregarding G2 as a top 3 team or a top 5 team.
Yeah.
But I don't see it being like right now in this moment.
That's understandable. Yeah. I think that with Major coming up and with Spring Split coming up, it's put up or shut up time, to be honest. I really think that's what it's going to be for them. Speaking of which, we're going to jump into, I think, our last segment today, which kind of wraps around to the first one. And it's about lands. It's about worlds. Let me make sure I get the read right. So, pretty much, we're going to try to... my goodness, I got to wake up for this one. If there was an ROCS Worlds land, how should Psyonix do it? I'm really curious to see Tyler's perspective, because I feel like Tyler got the weirdest one out of everybody.
Weird?
Yeah.
Just because I think outside the box where everybody else be constraining themselves just to inside the box. Don't call me weird. I'm just different.
Okay, Mr. Different. How are Psyonix... How should Psyonix handle a world's land?
First off, Sonic should really hold off into whether deciding they should have a land or not. When I don't know when land is or when worlds is supposed to happen, but they might as well just move that back to July just to give them maximum amount of time, ample time to make the right decision. They should wait until at least June to decide if the world should happen or not. And I personally believe it should be a land. At minimum, it should be a players only land, but even players only land, but even then, like it's just like in person land, but I like the crowd hype. So I don't know. I don't know about that. Try to get at least like 1,000 people up in there. Get them all vaccinated. Get the accredited people that you know. Get the names, content creators, those type of people that you know. You can fact check their vaccinations and all that. If you can't do that for the general public, then try to get that and get like some noise up and up. But I think a world should definitely happen, and I believe it can happen. And hopefully by the time June, July is coming around, vaccinations fully available to the majority of people, so we can have a proper land. But I think it like needs to happen. The first big land should be RLCS Worlds, and I think it's gonna fall right into that time, that like perfect time slot of vaccines and world health.
Yeah, I think we should hold off as well until that Worlds. Worlds should be that first land. I don't know about the live audience, but I definitely think that the players should just get vaccinated. Everybody that's on the specific teams, the teams that make it, they should get vaccinated, and that should be the land, right? It just gives us the perspective of having cross-region gameplay, right? So the thing that we're missing out so much on, we actually get it, regardless if there's a crowd or not. It won't feel the same, but it's the...
That's better than nothing.
Yeah, it's better than nothing. It's what you got to do.
I think that I don't know. I just don't see it because of the world situation right now. Looking at how things are in terms of like travel restrictions between all the separate countries, and seeing that like sure things maybe you're starting to see like vaccination rollouts right now in North America. I think in terms of like the world, like America and Europe, like opening up the gates to let people go through, like there's still like a bunch of issues with that. We've seen that in other esports right now. Things have to get to a point where things are super like super safe. I think the best if we were to have a LAN, we would have to do it. Just have to be a bubble. It'd have to be like a bubble. I mean, that being said, you have to find the perfect place for everyone to travel to in the world that without travel restrictions. Then you have to make sure everyone's there. I'd say for like at least a month.
A month?
Yeah, a month.
2 weeks.
Not
2 weeks.
Not 2
Why
weeks.
You need a month? You gotta elaborate on the month thing. Why they gotta be there for a month?
Because you got too many people coming in, like at too many different times, and then there's like so many different variables. Like you got to be able to have like that plan. Like first of all, you have talent coming in, then you have event staff, then you have venue staff, then you have teams with players and coaches and their own staff, all those different people, and then maybe even family. Like you have to make sure all that is coordinated. Everyone's not going to be able to fly in at the same time.
So they need a month for that?
I don't think it should be a month. That's a long time. It can all
happen like within a month, but like imagine I don't know. I'm like planning for like worst case scenario. Like imagine like all it takes is one person. And then
That's true.
And then like if it takes one person who ends up getting in contact, then that means everyone has to quarantine for like 2 more extra weeks. So a month is like the safest. I think is just like the borderline clear cut safest thing. That's just how I feel about it. That being said, that's a big expense, and I don't necessarily know if
that's so expensive.
I don't know if Psyonix is willing to cover that expense. So
yeah, Psyonix got money, man.
That's
Psyonix got money. T-Base won 100K twos tourney, man. Psyonix got money, man.
Wait, his month suggestion is way more than 100K. I tell you that much.
I know it is, but like man,
that's expensive job.
Hey. Scared money don't make no money.
At least a land, at least some type of land, even if the players.
Some land.
It'd be unfortunate. I want to be up in that crowd, but I guess I just have to wait till 2022.
I mean, in terms of like the crowd stuff, you probably do like a virtual crowd or something.
Virtual.
Yeah. Have
fun. There's a way I can get up in Slater's ear. I can do that. Make him know the pressure on.
I guess get in his ear.
Nobody finna hear you yelling.
Well,
But
yeah,
they gonna tap T-Base into Slater's Discord or in his headset.
Now,
Anyway, Slater, why you miss that open net, boy?
now another option, I think, if we really want to do that, and we don't want to, it won't be international. But what they could do, and this is probably even hard. Well, I won't say it's harder. I don't think it'd be harder. You just have to kind of spread some people out, whenever you can. It'd be difficult though. It'd be very difficult. You could, you know how we have like regionals and like, okay, instead of having a major, we're having online regional. Maybe we do instead a LAN regional where everyone's still in their countries and they're still playing LAN. I mean, it's better than nothing, man. Like in a LAN regional, I'm not saying this is a world's plan, but like, let's say for your 100K2s tournament, for example, you have that be a LAN, but everyone's still, you know, it's just a little bit better. I think
it's just like a major, like doing the major on LAN,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
But still just like a bubble in their respective region. Yeah.
That's
I
more
mean, that's
realistic.
That'd be easier.
I feel like it's
I
just more
want worlds.
realistic.
we all want worlds.
People just want to land in general, bro.
Huh?
People just want lands in general. They don't like.
Well, the people ain't gonna be able to go anyways.
Well, yeah, that's facts. But
I think for the most part, everyone just wants to see like.
We gotta see BDS versus.
Yeah, we
NA.
talked
It has
about
to happen.
BDS being the team to beat.
It
so
has to happen. They gotta
everybody
figure out a way to
wants
do it. It has to happen. That would be the biggest letdown.
yeah,
They all Spanish. Figure out the Spanish travel laws. Yeah, get it right by June. Get them
Okay,
over here to
alright.
Baton Rouge.
All right,
You got the land in
Baton Rouge, bro. Nobody want to go down there, T-Base.
I'm tired of them.
That's a good food.
They got good food.
He said they got good food. Okay, well,
you
thankfully,
down there, Dumbo?
thankfully, none of us have to make that decision, and that rests on Psyonix and what they want to do. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it. Is there any kind of final thoughts on the day? I think this one we're only actually 15 minutes. I want to say 15 minutes shorter than what we usually end off at, or like kind of like 10 minutes shorter than what we usually end off at. Yeah, so I think that, you know, we did a pretty solid job overall. But how are you guys feeling about today?
I'm feeling good.
I think it was productive.
Yeah, we
Talking
talked
about a lot
about
of
some
stuff.
It's more civilized at some points.
Yeah, and some topics were controversial, which is what we need. So
Yeah, we need controversial topics.
All right,
me
well,
and T-Base were screaming at each other at the beginning of the show.
hey,
But the top
That's
five,
how y'all
and
top
that's
five
what
was
it's about.
terrible.
Yeah. Bro, chill out.
Awful. How you put Toroko top 5 is mind blowing to me. Toroko, you're really good at Rocket League, but you're just not a top 5 NH player. I don't care what anybody tells you. Don't let them lie to you. Don't let them lie to you. Not yet.
okay, well, take off your cap
Not
and then
yet.
start talking to me.
All
right. Okay.
He ain't gonna do it. Yeah, thanks.
Okay.
I hear a message down there, boy.
All right. All right. But that is gonna be it for us on First Touch, guys. Thank you so much for, you know, hanging out and chatting with us. We did end up getting a couple of reads from chat, so I do appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really gotta get this uploaded on Spotify like as quickly as I can. So I'm gonna try to work through that in the next couple of days. It's kind of busy for me, so apologies for the delay, but we will have these next 2 episodes up on YouTube as quickly as I can get them up there. But for now, we're gonna end stream. I'm gonna send over a host. Thank you guys so much for joining us on First Touch, and I hope you have a good night. See ya.
Later, guys.
Peace.